As glorious as social media can make it seem, traveling can be very isolating at the same time. Whatever is going on internally, you cannot run away from that. Happy Wisdom Wednesday from the Philippines. Oh man, all this stuff that's been going on. I was in Kazakhstan for work back November, December, and then I went to Romania where I was supposed to work for another month or two, but I decided to go home early because I wasn't doing well. I got to kind of live a taste of that lifestyle, raged about over social media of the whole work remotely, grab your computer, go to a beach, or in my case, like snow, and travel while working. Given my backdrop of where I came from mentally, emotionally, with the loss of my brother, that plays a role into it. But I just learned I don't think that lifestyle's for me. As much as I love traveling, it was so lonely, incredibly lonely. I love the opportunity of meeting new people. That's one of the biggest passions in my life, and to have the experiences of connecting with people from completely different backgrounds and forming like true friendships and feeling like you've known them your whole life, that's what fills me up. But at the same time, the amount of travel that I did, because it wasn't just, oh, I went to Kazakhstan, I moved around within Kazakhstan too, and I calculated for like 2 months, I moved 8 times, living in different places, and it was a little too much. So when I went to Romania, I didn't feel like myself, so I made the decision to go back home to Oregon for a few weeks to reset, recuperate, and I'm very lucky and blessed that my job had no repercussions. It has the flexibility to allow me to do that. I feel super blessed to have these opportunities to explore and things, but what I'm really realizing is whatever is going on internally, you cannot run away from that. Environments can help, but really, whatever is going on internally, that will come out no matter where you are. Major lesson that's currently going on is I gotta keep sitting with those uncomfortable feelings. The adrenaline of catching up with people can only go so far, but then there's like this deeper kind of void that still just need to dive into. As glorious as social media can make it seem, traveling can be very isolating at the same time and draining from switching environments, not having a stable community. Granted, I still think that the benefits outweigh the cons. You just need to learn to reset, but at this time, it's just with the backdrop, it's harder for me to do. But I've had conversations with friends also that have the modern nomadic career. People are like, oh gosh, I envy you, I wish I had your job. I think we just need to stop looking at the other side and grass is greener phenomenon, because there are just pros and cons to every single life choice and style. One of the best conversations I've had with a friend since childhood, where mad respect for each other, but we have very different visions for our life at this moment. And she mentioned she felt pressure to do what I'm doing, like go around, travel. And I told her I felt pressure of the opposite, like I should have a house, white picket fence, like all that, but those aren't our dreams, yet there's pressure. So that conversation I always just jump back into when I'm thinking like, oh, I should be doing this, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, wait, is this really what I want, or is this my perception of what society is telling me? Long ramble for a Wisdom Wednesday, but currently focusing on quality time with family. In case you don't know, I'm half Filipina, so my family is mostly here, including my 2 eldest siblings and their spouses and one of my eldest brother's kids. etc. All my cousins who, I got a cousin getting married, so it's fun to catch up with them. And really trying to be intentional. The Philippines is a very gossipy society, unfortunately. It has many, many beautiful traits. Filipinos are like super fun and friendly and always want to feed you, but that's one downside. Everyone just wants to talk about everyone else's business, whoever's not in the room. So trying to not fall into that and just want to be with my family one-on-one as much as possible to hear how they're really doing and just have intimate connections. So that's the current wisdom that I'm trying to figure out. It's been so long since I did this part of Wisdom Wednesday, but anyway, what I'm reading right now, this is Paulo Coelho's Warrior of the Light. Ultimate favorite book is The Alchemist by him. Been on a nonfiction kick, so I haven't been really into fiction, but my friend suggested another book by him called Aleph, which I read. I got a lot out of it, so kind of on a Paulo kick again, but it's kind of like short notes, little daily reminders being like, a warrior of the light does this, does not do that, but I use it as motivation. When I think of warrior of the light, their cup is full and they just want to pour out positivity into other people, and that's the ultimate goal. And what I love about it is it's not just positiveness. Like, he has examples being like a warrior doubts himself, a warrior struggles with darkness, and so it's making it more of a norm. That's what I'm kind of getting from this. Funny thing is, I bought this book here and it's missing some pages, so I had to figure that out. But anyway, as always, wishing you a wise and mindful week, and thanks for tuning in.